Hi everybody. Like I say, if my last video, when I published when I finished my last book, The Dreams of the Hellades, I say I start writing my new book. The name of the book is the Sendero Box. It is space opera, space noir, cyberpunk thriller with little pinch of little treasury hunt, something like that. I don't know where my story is going. I write few few first chapters, and I have about 20,000 words. Write it. I write it 20,000 words. So I want to read some page of my new book to see what you think about. If you liked that style of my style of writing, if you, I'd be happy if somebody put a message in my inbox. It'd be very great. Okay, I start reading from my computer because I have everything reading from my computer, all reviews, all everything, and if I have some bad pronounced word, I'm sorry because I didn't edit my videos. I don't have the program for that, and I don't want like if I miss, I miss. That is okay. Okay, I my book is called Sendero Box, and I start read from first chapter. Raw hatred flooded in Sendero's gray eyes as he watched the scarred, grotesque face of his former deputy Braun Helsen on the fighter's flickering screen. A smug, toothless grin twisted Helsen's slime feathers, framed by dirty red hair gilded into grassy spears across his narrow skull. Yet the most striking element were his murderous ice-blue eyes filled with endless cruelty. Beneath that savage exterior lurked a mind 10 times more vicious and corrupt, entirely devoid of mercy. Hazen knew exactly where to stage the ambush, the war home exit at the fringes of the Rassus system, bracketed by the red giant, Helios, and two barren moons, Sixus I and Sixus II, offered the perfect trap with nowhere to run. Year ago, Sendero had laid that notorious pirate crew. He knew they would never pass up a prize this rich, but he also knew that he, as the target, was the icing on the cake, the ultimate prey, and worth any risk no matter the cost. The cars of greed Sendero had chased were finally catching up to him. He deserved it. Karma was a bitch, but he wouldn't make the hunt easy for his former crew, nor would he go down without a fight. 10 years ago he had earned the name Captain Sharp, and now he was going to prove it. He slammed the thruster lever forward, maxing out acceleration, and yanked the fighters into the hard bank toward the moon 6S1. The crushing G-force pinned him back into his seat as the real reason the pirate syndicate was hunting him flashed through his mind. Though more than 3 years has passed, it felt like yesterday. During routine patrol through the Gamma Solar System navigation, the asteroid rings of the planet Sarto, he had stumbled upon Liberty-class space transporter, the Sadrov II. By all accounts, the crippled vessel has been drifting for decades in that forgotten meteor belts. The cause of death was obvious. The propulsion engine has been blown apart. Debris floated through the freezing vacuum like a shredded shroud, dropping the crew eternal time. Intrigued by the fact that the engine had detonated from the inside rather than a meteor strike, he decided to investigate. Plus, there was always the chance of salvage. Without a second thought, he suited up and breached the hole through the ruined engine bay. The crew had died instantly, most frozen solid in their cramped berth where dead ice breath had climbed them. As he searched the wreckage, he stumbled upon a single crewman in a spacesuit, a massive hole blasted through his chest by laser. The executioner, frozen corpse, drifted nearby, still clutching Winter's shoulder to blaster. Sendero noticed a hermetically sealed navigation sphere locked in dead crewman's grip. The tech was clearly ancient. The specific design had been used for centuries. Without a second thought, Sendero wrenched the sphere free, snapping the frozen finger without hesitation. He brought it up to his visor, peering through the glass at the carved surface, which was attached with thousands of hieroglyphs in a language he had never seen before. After a brief look, he slipped into one of his suit vacuum pockets. He had to find out why this sphere was worth dying for. In the cockpit, he found the captain and the co-pilot drifting near the primary console. He shoved the corpse aside, grinning as the interior carried them toward the far bulkhead. Frozen solid for years, the body shattered upon impact with the metal hull, exploding in the thousand crimson crystals that drifted and glinted like fireflies in the stark beam of Sendero helmlight. He smirked at the macabre spectacle, then stepped out to the console and wiped the layer of frost from the smooth glass. He flipped the auxiliary power switch, fueled by solar cell. It operated independently of the main engine. The massive console hummed to life, and the primary holoscreen flickered on, batting Sendero crimson helmet in dual blue glow. Leaning off the interface, he began parsing the ship logs. His search paid off when he located the captain's personal journals. He rewound the data and hit play. He saw the beautiful smiling face of a woman in her early 30s with long black hair who spoke in a velvet voice. Date 32 years, 2073. Location German 2 solar system. We finally found something valuable. An ancient ship packed with riches. The whole crew is on edge because we are about to uncover what hides inside the hermetically sealed craters. Officer Miona stumbled upon it by pure chance while scanning the area around the meteor Q2342. The vessel was drafting right alongside one of the largest asteroids. It is at least 600 years old, the kind of early jump ship you only ever see in the Intergalactic Museum. The whole reads Astoria, but we couldn't find a single trace of it in the Mind Computer Intergalactic Archive. It is like a ghost lost in the deep space. First Officer Aran and I decided to board and investigate. Inside we found only a single crew member in the cockpit who, by all indication, died of natural cause. I tried to bring the primary console online, but unfortunately the ship core was dead as the rest of the vessel. We salvaged 2 craters from the cargo bay and transferred them to our ship. We also extract the memory sphere from the main terminal so we can figure out exactly why these ships end up out here. The log skipped to the next entry. Date 33 years 2073. The containers were so heavily reinforced that it took us full day to break them open, but it was worth it. They were packaged with precious metal and invaluable minerals of every kind. The fortune we uncovered will guarantee every last one of us comfortable, flawless life. Day 34. Hansen finally managed to extract the flight data from the storage sphere, but for some reason he refused to share the information with us. I sent security officer Bertrand to check on him and find out why he wouldn't leave his quarters, but the co-pilot cut in, his voice tied with panic. Boss, why his hands on his spacesuit? The recording showed the captain profile as she stared one of the monitors opposite the co-pilot. Her expression darkened. What is that in his hand? I think it is a memory spare from Astoria. What the hell does he need? An explosion cut her off. The screen violently shaking as the captain's face went pale with terror. Her final word were, God, he's kill us. As her last misty breath escaped her lips, she managed one final desperate look into the camera before her entire body froze solid in mid-motion within a second. The camera flickered and then the feed went dead. A smug smile spread across Sender's face. This was his golden ticket out of the pirate life. A true jackpot. He pulled the sphere from his pocket and stared in once more. The question gnawed at him. Why would anyone crave this sphere over all the riches they had uncovered? One thing was certain, he was going to find out, and soon. And that is everything I want to read from my new book. If you like the story, put the message, say me, it's all writing, okay? And I really want to know what the reader thinking about my book. This is every review of my book is for me explain me where I didn't write good or what I need to repair. So I will I will be pleased when somebody put some review in my um channel and say something about my writing. I will be very happy, especially if you like that what I read. So, to the next time when I get news about my writing, I put some video so you can follow how I going in the process of writing where and where I going and did I finish or didn't finish the story. It's a big long process for me. Maybe 1 year I need to write books. Sometimes it's easier. Sometimes I need 3 to 6 months. Last book I write about 1 year and a half. And I'd be very happy if you say something and say me what you think. Bye.